Hey, it's Ryan, and I'm back bringing you another video for YouTube. This is going to be the first of many office chair videos that we have planned for this channel this year. So if you don't want to miss out on those future videos, make sure to click the subscribe button. Today's video, we're going to focus on the Herman Miller Aeron chair, specifically what I like and what I don't like with the chair. The Aeron chair by Herman Miller is one of the most popular and most recognizable office chairs in the world. It has been receiving awards and accolades since it was introduced in 1994. The Aeron is an all-mesh chair that has a starting price of $920 and comes with a 12-year warranty. There is a bit of customization available on the Aeron chair, so there's going to be quite a few options that you can choose from. The model that we have set up here is going to be the size B with the graphite finish base and frame. We also went with the standard foam arms and the standard 2.5-inch carpet casters. We did choose to go with 3 upgrades. We went with the fully adjustable arms, the Posture Fit SL lumbar support, and then the tilt limiter with forward seat tilt mechanism. The total price for the chair set up like this is $1,275. There are a lot of things that I really like about the Aeron. The first thing is going to be the high-end build quality. This is a unit that's made in the USA, and all of the parts on the chair are going to be really high-end. The components aren't going to be like a normal office chair where they're just picked from a shelf and pieced together to make a chair. All of the components on the Aeron are made for the Aeron. They fit together perfectly, they work together smoothly, and all of the chair design is clean, and it works well for customers that need a design-focused office application. Along with all of the components and parts being really high-end, you're also getting top-notch mesh. The 8Z pellicle mesh on the Herman Miller Aeron is some of the most comfortable, durable mesh that we've seen come through our office. The next thing that I really like about the Aeron is how Herman Miller stands behind their chair. They will warrant the Aeron for 12 years, and that includes 24/7 usage and people up to 350 pounds. That 12 years of coverage has no exclusions on any of the parts, fabric, any of the components, and if you need on-site repairs, Herman Miller will perform those for you. Another thing that was really nice to see is that the Aeron showed up to our office fully assembled. We didn't have to do any installation, putting together any parts. We simply opened one side of the box, rolled it right out, took off a plastic bag, and the chair was ready for use. So getting into some of the functions on the Aeron, the one function that I like the most on the Aeron is how it feels to recline in this chair. So when you sit down, you'll have a tilt tension knob, which allows you to control how hard it is to recline back and forth. But you'll notice when I recline, it's a nice, easy, smooth motion. My back stays in the same position, my arms stay in the same ergonomic position, and it just feels very natural, easy to recline and move. This is one of the chairs that I actually felt like I was reclining in more than any of the other chairs that I tested, just because of how nice it feels and how easy it is to rock back and forth in this chair. The next thing that I like about the Aeron is going to be the armrest comfort, and this is a sentiment that was shared by everyone in our office, with the Aeron receiving one of the highest armrest scores in the office out of the chairs that we've tested. So the first thing that I really like is that they do have a good amount of adjustability. They're not going to be as adjustable as some of the other chairs like the Leap or the Gesture, but you're still going to get a wide range of height adjustment, and you can stop it at any position in between there, so you can make sure to find your comfortable position. The armrests also have depth adjustment, so you just slide them forward or back, and they have a nice range there, and then they can also pivot out or in, which makes them a good choice for keying. And the final thing that I really like about these arms, which is why I think that they scored so well in our office, is how comfortable the pads are themselves. They're soft, they're rounded, they're very comfortable to lean on, to task with, so overall, these are a nice setup for armrests. Another feature on the Aeron that was very well received in our office was the adjustable lumbar support, specifically the Posture Fit SL that we opted for. This is going to be a larger lumbar support system than the standard or the adjustable because it covers much more of a vertical area. You also have the ability to control the amount of lumbar support that it provides by turning the dial to make it more or less pronounced depending on your preferences. One cool feature is that when you do get the upgraded mechanism that we went with, which is the tilt limiter with forward seat tilt, is that you do get that forward seat tilt option. That's something that's rarely seen on any of the chairs that we've tested and gives you a good position for high intensive tasking or typing applications. The final thing that I really like about the Aeron is that this is going to be a good option for those of you out there that have a concern about the environmental impact of the products that you purchase. Herman Miller put a lot of time and effort to make sure that this did not have a large environmental impact, receiving numerous certifications for materials and indoor air quality. It is made with a high percentage of recyclable and post-consumer content. The box is 99% recyclable, and Herman Miller makes the Aeron out of their Herman Miller greenhouse facility, which uses 100% renewable energy. While there are a ton of things that I really like about the Aeron, there are going to be some downsides to this chair. There are many people out there that have been underwhelmed with their Aeron experience. It is important that we share the downsides to the chair so that people that might be a potential bad fit can look for an alternative product. So the first downside with the Aeron is going to be something that we see on a lot of mesh chair designs, and that is going to be a pronounced metal frame around the outside of the chair. This is true for the seat and the backrest, which can cause an issue in 3 different areas. The first is on the seat with the side bolsters. It might be uncomfortable on some people's hips or outer thighs if they make contact with that metal. This can also be an issue on the front of the seat. You might hit that on the back of your legs or the back of your calves. The third area that it might be a potential issue is the backrest. The top of the backrest may come into contact with your back if you are reclining, stretching, doing that type of thing in your Aeron chair. The second concern that we have with the Aeron is that this mesh seat may not be comfortable for everyone. First of all, because of the issues that we just discussed with the thick metal frame, you could come in contact with that. Another issue is that not everyone's going to prefer the way that the mesh feels. It's meant to give you a feeling like you're floating in the chair, but it is going to be a more firm sit, and there are several people in our office that do not like the way that mesh feels after several days at one time. If you've sat in mesh chairs in the past and did not like the comfort of the seat, then I would suggest looking for an alternative option to the Aeron. The next potential issue is going to be that the Aeron comes in 3 different sizes. That's great for covering the 1st to 99th percentile, making the Aeron chair available for almost anyone out there. This becomes an issue if you are shopping for a large office where you need to order a lot of chairs for a lot of different people, because it can become difficult to make sure that you have the right size chair for everyone in the office. This can also be a concern if you have a home office and you need one chair for your home office that may be used by 2 different people that are different sizes. My final concern with the Aeron is that it's missing a few key adjustments that we do see on a lot of higher end chairs. Now, Herman Miller chose to leave these adjustments off because of the 3 different size options that they offer for the chairs. So a seat slider, back height adjustment, and arm width adjustment are not going to be on the Aeron because you can choose between those 3 different sizes. But that means that the chair itself is not as customizable as other high-end chairs. So if you need to adjust the depth of the seat, the height of the back, or the armrests are a little bit too far apart, you're not going to be able to change that with the Aeron. And that wraps up our review of the Aeron chair by Herman Miller. If you'd like any more information on this chair, make sure to click the link in the description and it will take you to our blog with a full in-depth review covering all aspects of the Aeron. Make sure to subscribe to our channel at YouTube /BTODTV, and thanks a lot for watching.